Hello, let's talk about solar energy. You are listening to the podcast Decreations and YouTube channel Decreations Resources, and we are discussing the advantages as well as disadvantages of solar energy. So, first, let us look at the advantages. It's basically an everlasting or a renewable energy source, and it's a clean energy source. So, the disadvantage that was offered by fossil fuels, that is not into the picture when you're using solar energy. There's no potential damage of the environment. Also, it's a very large source of energy. So the power that uh, we get on the earth, the power from the sun, it's almost around 1.8 into 10 raised to 11 megawatt. You can understand how large it is. It's so much larger than what our power consumption is right now from all the sources. Now, of course, it's free, it's natural, you don't need to pay for it, it doesn't cause pollution that we just now saw, and it's available to everyone. So, unlike fossil fuel sources, for example, for fossil fuel sources, they are at certain locations only. So, there's a lot of economic and political tussle that goes on. But that is not the case with solar energy. Now, this availability is very useful because anyone can use it on their own. Like, one doesn't have to depend on refineries, for example. If you want to heat water using solar energy, you can do it on your own. You can have your own solar cooker, or you can generate your own electricity as well. So, that is one very big advantage of solar energy. But of course, there are some challenges. Rather than calling it disadvantages, I would say there are certain challenges in order to harness this energy. The first and main significant challenge, I would say, is the cost. So, the conventional energy sources are cost effective as compared to this solar energy when it comes to supplying large amount of electricity. Producing electricity from such renewable sources is expensive, and in fact it needs a lot of infrastructure which is still not in place. So that is another disadvantage. So that is a challenge that one needs to overcome. Apart from that, another challenge is energy fluctuation. So the companies, I mean, they can just have a stockpile of coal, say. They can stock it and then use it whenever they want. Now, in case of solar energy, that is little challenging, and typically it depends more on the instantaneous conditions. That on a sunny day, of course, if you compare a sunny day with a day in winter, then the proportion of energy that you are going to get is going to differ. Also, location can be a challenge. For example, in places where they don't have much of daylight, in such places it can be challenging. And of course, cost again comes to the investment that is required. There needs to be huge investment into energy infrastructure in order to harness these sources of energy.